to say.
But I'm interested to hear what do men think is the benefit of a relationship? Like, what do you all think? Benefit? As leaders, understanding that your opinion
as single
matters.
leaders,
right? What is the what would be the benefit of you?
I want somebody to share everything with. I want somebody to be able to build with. You know, I come with mine, you come with yours, and let's bring them together and see what we can build together.
So it has to be economic. It has to be
no. Just everything all in general on the umbrella. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
You gonna help them out?
Yeah. If you go back to the original intent, since we are pastors, I'm gonna go, and I don't usually go this way, but it is said it is not good for man to be alone. The first thing is companionship. It is not. That's why we get into so much trouble when we are alone. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. So I just think the first thing is companionship. And then he told them to subdue, go in the garden, work the garden, and then come down in the cool of the day and worship.
Be fruitful.
I think, and be fruitful. Be fruitful. So I think to answer your question,
yes,
it's companionship.
I love that.
We should not be. We shouldn't be alone. That's the first thing, and that's the thing that he was talking about.
I didn't want to go biblical, but
no.
She said as pastors.
But I think even non-pastors, if a man is not even a born again believer, I think the reason why he seeks out a wife, you know, the real reason is companionship. He's alone. He's lonely. He don't want to do all this stuff by himself. You know, I think we're better together. I think even though we are successfully single, there's so much that a woman, I'm opening up a podcast studio now. It's all women that's doing it. Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's the only way it's gonna get done.
Women, the girl that's over it right now. And I just thought of it this morning on my way here because I was talking to one of them. I'm like, this is dope. I got all African-American women.
And you don't let everybody in your space.
And I don't let everybody in my space, but it's women that I can trust and that can say to me in a mild-mannered way, I really don't like that, Bishop. What do you think about this? Not, I don't think you should do that. You know, so we need companionship. We need somebody to multiply. Now I hear women, and I'm done when I say this. I hear women say that a lot, all right? That just give it to a woman and she'll multiply. She will, but there are some, Chere, that also know how to deplete you too.
Absolutely.
If you let the wrong dog in the stall,
absolutely,
then they gonna tear it up. So you got to make sure that the person knows how, and that they've already multiplied for themselves. You can't multiply something for me if you never multiply. So that's the new buzzword. Get a woman because she'll multiply. She'll also tear it up. How many women you know that tore men's churches?
I've seen plenty
and businesses.
That's what makes me scared half the time.
She ain't tear it up for no reason. Now there had to be some
not
smoke.
Always.
Where there's fire, there's smoke.
Chere, a lot of times.
Smoke, there's some fire.
A lot of times.
Now she done tore it up for a reason.
No, not in every case.
I don't know.
No, I got one that his wife didn't start acting up until his church blew up and he was the biggest church in the city.
Yeah, that's not
and out of nowhere, and then she started cheating on him.
Yeah,
he never cheated on him. He was a square. He'd never been out nowhere.
No, that would be the reason.
I said, well, there's some smoke, there's some fire.
I digress.
Thank you. Because that's the first thing I said. Well, see, that's part of the reason, right there.
Yeah, that's it right there.
I think there are both sides. I think that women have a special gift.
I agree.
That a woman's mouth and her energy is able to build a man or tear him down. Mm-hmm. And I think as you get mature as a woman, you understand that power. It's kind of like when my son was little, he would bring me a flower and I would say, thank you. And his chest would puff right up. Same way when your husband brings something that's like, baby, see, I cut the yard. And they look to us for that. God took us from them and placed us in their life for that. But in the same token, a woman tearing a man down and making him feel less than can deplete his self-esteem to where he is, it's painful to see. And I think women have to understand that power. In the same token though, there's a power that men have as well, because a woman, a good woman, I'm only talking about that. We know that there both sides of the road have issues on
both ends, yeah.
But a man that does not appreciate, value, cherish his woman can also tear her down. You know, so I think we have to understand it both of us need that companionship, you know, and I think, especially with our community, because we're just speaking to the Black community, we don't realize each other's value. There are so many single women that we've been feeling like that, we've been on our own. You know how you say men are just now saying that women have been saying, you know what, if it's gonna be hurt, if he's gonna use me, I'm good being alone. But the reality is,
or they go to another race,
and that doesn't work as well. I mean, there are some
because they
Yeah,
feel like if I go to another race, it's going to be better.